First up, the reigning WBC champion, Box Eyes View, is back, this time leading prize fighters alongside his co-captain Pride Fighter. Next up, Motor City Cobras, led by Dark Side and iTrippyG. The lab is open with Box Lab, led by JMMA and NAP. From the creator of Sim Boxing himself, Sim Academy, led by Fight Night's Finest and Ace Matrix. Tacticians are in the building. The technicians, captained by I'm Cold Blooded and It's Mega. Then we've got the soldiers, led by I Game, You Watch, and Crooks the Great. No fear, no hesitation. No Fear crew, led by King Diaz and Kenzo. And last but never least, God Squad, led by Prioxis and Marvelous. 8 teams, 1 crown. The path to Season 2 starts now. First up, the reigning WBC champion, Box Eyes View, is back, this time
What up, people, and welcome to season 2 of the Crown League Week 1, where we got a lot of participants ready today to showcase their skills on the biggest stage imaginable. I'm the ONEG Double OD, it's your boy Wes, and my co-analyst today will be Mr. David VR. How you feeling today, David?
Feeling really good, and I know everyone is really excited for these upcoming matches, and I'm sure they're going to be very action-packed, and I'm looking forward to it.
As you know it, so today we have 6 different bouts. I should say 5 actually, because we're going to be starting off today with our prelim fight to begin. This is going to be for the free agents, and this is going to be in order for them to, showcase their skills in hopes to actually get on a roster this season. And we're going to start out with none under than Mr. This is J Soul. So, but before we do that, let's go over the. But before we do that, let's go over the fight card. So, in the free agent prelims, we got This is J Soul and none other than Quan Caesar. And in our undercard, we got Mr. Gorilla Grip, Pauls, and he's going against Zader. Right after that, we'll have Reaper versus none other than Nath. And then we'll move into Sora versus Sweet Scientist, formerly known as Smokin' Joe. And then in the main event, we got none other than iAztec versus BlackRob. And if you don't know, this week we have a stipulation, that being each fighter will be using a created fighter of their choosing that they have created. And whoever has the best created fighter, they get a little kickback on the back end. So moving into our first free agent fight, shout out to J Soul and Quan Caesar. But let's get into a little bit of the tail of the tape. So this is J Soul. He's affiliated with the ESBL and the UFL. He weight classes main is lightweight, welterweight, bantamweight, middleweight. So it don't matter who it is, anybody can get the smoke. His top 3 achievements is he's beaten a top 3 online player. Yeah, he's very proud of. No idea who that person was, but hey, top 3 is top 3. He's also got quite the TikTok following, 13,000 views, 500 likes. He's really proud of that. And when he was asked why a creator should draft him, he says, "I've been grinding since the day one beta, and I know the mechanics inside and out. For nearly 2 years, I created top quality undisputed content from streams to analysis. My setup delivers crystal clear production, perfect for creator league events. I'm committed, passionate, and excited to build hype around this community as a team player, and I'll bring strategy, dedication, and entertainment." So, David, when you hear someone is bringing strategy, dedication, and entertainment, what do you think their strategy going to be when they get hit in the mouth?
Well, the only thing that they can do is punch back. And Sting is a pretty well-rounded fighter, so I'm looking forward to seeing J Soul fight.
As I am as well. And his opponent, Quan Caesar, or as he likes to be known as, just Quan, he also has league affiliation with UFL, ESBL, VFL. He weight class mains lightweight and welterweight. He can pretty much box in any way, he says. He's a former VFL champion, a former UFL champion, and he's an active, long-time PSN League competitor since console release. And when he was asked, why should a creator draft you? He says, "I've been active in the competitive scene since console release, constantly fighting top players when Undisputed came out. I immediately pursued competition and found multiple leagues where I could test myself. I've always loved boxing games and I've stayed dedicated. Even when the game had issues, my style is passive aggressive and I can go back foot or bring the pressure depending on what the fight demands. Every match with me is exciting and I never make fights boring." So I'm very excited for this matchup today. We're going to move right into it. What do you think the keys to victory is going to be today for each competitor, David?
You know, I think we just have to wait and see how everyone does to truly tell, what's going to happen, if that makes sense. Basically, what I'm saying is we're just gonna have to wait and see.
And we don't have to wait any longer because we currently have the fight on hand, and we're gonna move right into it. But before that, let's go get some shout outs in the chat right now. Shout out to one of the captains I see in the chat, Cooks the Great. He said we ain't had no sound. Well, we got a sound now. We good. We cooking right now. We got Mr. Marvelous plays. We got It's Mega. He's part of the technician squad along with I'm Cold Blooded. We got another other than our main event competitor tonight, iAztec in the chat. Shout out to iAztec.
Okay, focus. Big
A lot of familiar names in the chat.
All right, just stand by and we will have those fights up now. And so going into this fight, who do you think is more confident? Both seem to be using the word dedicated. You think you could call it early on? So as I mentioned before, the free agent showcase is to get picked up by a roster. David, I'm looking at the list of names. Are you in the free agent showcase as well?
Well, I am, but I probably shouldn't be. Some people have told me. So yeah. No, there are many. I was looking at the list of the free agent boxers. It is full of talented boxers. It is full. It's so hard to choose from. But anybody that gets chosen should be a pretty good pick from the looks of it.
So if I was to ask you, similar to what the other creators are asked, why should you be picked up by a team, what would you say?
The only thing that I can say is if you want someone that's going to try their hardest, meaning just play to win, and if I get knocked out, so be it, then I'm your guy. That doesn't guarantee that I'm going to win. But, playing to win is very important. But a lot of very talented names in that free agent roster. Very, very talented people.
For sure. And like I said, this week's stipulation is creative players. If you were to be competing this week, who would your creative player be that you have chosen?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
So we have creative players that are based off of celebrities. Like if you had to pick a creative player and a celebrity, who would you have made for your competitor?
Oh, that's a really good question. I was really wondering why. I was seeing so many creative players, but maybe somebody controversial like Kanye West, something like that.
For sure. I like it. I think if it was me, I would have picked somebody unfair, like a Victor Wembanyama. I would have made him like 7'8" and just kept everybody inside of my jab.
Oh, and it would be actually a pretty good matchup, Victor Wembanyama versus maybe Sebastian Fundora. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind.
Maybe even a Deontay Wilder somehow.
All right, so now we will be moving on to our first fight of the day, that being our free agent preliminary fight.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I was gonna ask. I was like, I don't see anything. Actually, no. Wait. Yeah, now I can. Here we go.
So Yeah, sorry about that. We're just having a little bit of technical issues. So we have. Okay, I see now. So Terrence Crawford, my bad. Terrence Crawford, Danny Jacobs.
Your mind will follow the mark. You've done all your work
Can
all
I
the
hear?
way through
Can I hear
cover.
you?
You just go back out there. I need you to win this one.
Can I hear you, Jay? Okay, for sure. All right. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we got our first fight. We got on the right side. Can't really see that, but yeah, I can't really see that. Sorry about that. All right, which one
So
is
Jay Soul
on the
is
right
Terrence
side?
Crawford.
Jay Soul is Terrence Crawford. Okay. Quan is on the left as Danny Jacobs. All right, cool. So we sitting here yapping away. We ain't even breaking down the fight. All right, for sure. So now that I'm tapped in, first thing I'm seeing from Jay Soul is he's actually using that switch hitting ability of Terrence Crawford. So not something you're gonna see much of. Danny Jacobs using his jab, keeping him on the outside, throwing together some of those combinations. I would like to see him mix in that right hand. We know the power of that right hand, and Danny Jacobs is his key to victory.
But I think we need to outline something first and foremost, right? First of all, 90 rated middleweight Terrence Crawford against 84 rated hidden gem Danny Jacobs.
I didn't even think about that. So, like, when it comes into that matchup, I think they could compete with each other. And it just comes to the physical traits. But what's mainly going to matter is that health stat. But right now, Danny Jacobs and that's Quan, he's doing his thing. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Because Danny Jacobs doesn't play like an 84 rated character. He's like 86, really.
Yeah, he plays way above his rating since day one. He's been the case.
Since
I wouldn't even say
day
he's a hidden
one.
gem no more, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, a year and a half ago, yeah. I mean, not now.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm really impressed by my man's on the right. Nice combination by Danny Jacobs. Ooh, nice counter right hand. Like I said, key to victory for him. Playing the footsies game, getting in and out.
Yeah, I don't, you know, you're right. It's a pretty balanced matchup, even though it's 84 versus 90, right? On paper, it's a big difference, but in the ring, probably feels more even, especially with Danny Jacobs, his reach and the speed of his jab, especially.
So I haven't played the game much lately myself. What do you think is the biggest difference between Terrence Crawford now at middleweight as opposed to his other models where he was at welterweight?
Number one, the speed difference. He is not as snappy as his welterweight version. That is a stark difference.
Ooh, nice uppercut to the body right there.
And I think that's one thing that's going to be a major advantage for this for Danny Jacobs in this fight. Speed and the jab. And then controlling the distance.
Speaking of speed, the action is just going nonstop. Like I don't even think they had a fill out round. Since the bell, they just been going straight at it. There we see Jay, he's slowing it down a little bit, slowing down the tempo. Interested to see how Quan adjusts to it. Just looking at the chat, we got more captains in there. Shout out to the prize fighters. Got our boy Gorilla Grip. Hey, Gorilla Grip, mate. We gonna have to change. We got to change that name, player.
Those were some good little combos there at the end for Quan.
Yeah, in some cases, rating doesn't matter at times. If them skills is in place, you can get the most out of each fighter. Back in the day, I used to like to use Anthony Corolla. Now I wouldn't do that now. I get washed, but fighters like that, man, you find something unique about them. So we coming up on our final round. I know that we were a little bit distracted in the earlier rounds, but what we've seen so far, David, what do you think? Who do you think's winning this fight so far?
You know, I really think as
Oh,
Quan
and
is
there it is.
stunned. I was gonna say I think Quan really is holding his own against this 90 rated Terrence Crawford. He's not getting knocked down. He's still standing, but I think he's really he's trying to control the distance, and as he's stunning Terrence Crawford with that left hook to the head.
Oh, he gives it a if he get this knockdown, yeah. Right now, I gotta go with Jay Soul from what I've seen from the 3 rounds where we actually locked into the action. At the end of the day, it is 1s and 0s, so we gotta take into account how the game is going to judge the fight. And the game likes punches, it likes total amount landed, and it likes damage. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's doing. I think Quan's doing an okay job for using Danny Jacobs. I don't want to make any excuses. Everybody chose their boxer, right? Everybody had their choices, but like you said, maybe Jay Soul really is. He should be the winner of this fight as he lands that devastating
right at
right
the
hook.
end.
And he knocks out.
Oh my god, bro. Damn, dog. Yo, I gotta see the cards because if he was with it, I'm sick for him. Ain't no way. The 6-round fight, that's the thing. 6-round fight, you think you can go in there and you could throw a lot of punches because you're not gonna blow the stamina, but hey, as we see there, you get caught. You had to still. I want to see these cards. Hold on. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I don't mean to laugh, Quan. My bad, homie. You fought a hell of a fight, bro. And he was up. Oh, I'm sick. Oh. Yo, shout out to Jay Soul, man, in the clutch when it mattered the most. My boy came through. I picked him, by the way. I'm just saying. But what a great fight. What a great way to open up the card, man. David, how you feeling about that one?
I feel for Quan that that's happened a lot with me. At the very end you think that it's maybe I can eke out a victory, and then at the very end you get knocked out, and then you see the scorecards and they're very close.
But here's the thing about these prelim fights. It's not really about who wins and loses. It's about the performance itself. So even though, Jay has a win in the win column, which is still impressive, who had the most impressive fight? You feel me? So
Yeah.
shout out to so shout out to Quan in that one, man. Very, very beautiful fight. A lot of action. They utilized the 6-round pace and they got it done. So let's go into the next matchup. So next up we have Gorilla Grip versus ZR, I believe his name is. So I looked at Gorilla Grips. God damn, man, we gotta change that name, bro. Oh, I didn't even peep. All right, for sure. I'm sorry, I got to the audience, I got a voice in my ear. That I gotta respond to every now and then. So if it sounds like I'm schizophrenic, I apologize. But anyways, we got Gorilla Grip 01. He is formerly known as Chill Status. He has a league affiliation with the UFL. His weight classes are made in welterweight, featherweight, bantamweight, and heavyweight. His top 3 achievements is he's top 5 active in the world at one point in Fight Night Round 3 and Fight Night Round 4, 2008 to 2013. So, he unk status for real. He's been co-signed by I'm Cold Blooded and I Game You Watch. And when he was asked why he should be drafted, he said, I'm already vouched for by legends across multiple eras of digital boxing. I fight clean, smart, and with honor, and I've had big fights with top creators. I bring reputation, storylines, and most if not all. Now, moving on to ZR, his opponent. If I can find his information. I don't think I have anything on ZR. Actually, I do. Yep, his league affiliation is with the UFL. His weight class main is lightweight and welterweight. He is a 4-time UFL champion. He is a first ever UFL double champ, UFL King of the Ring champ, former ESBL, PC, and Xbox champ. And when he was asked what a creator should do if they draft you, or why a creator should draft him, he said he has an elite resume, consistent performance, the ability to adjust, reliable, and multi-style fighter. So we got a lot of experience going into this one, David. How you feeling about each fighter?
You know, ZR, 4-time UFL champion, but Gorilla Grip has been fighting top 5 active in Fight Night Round 3 and Fight Night Round 4. That sounds huge. This sounds like a huge fight, guys.
You probably got some people watching right now that weren't even born when he was on Fight Night Round 3. So that man's got a pedigree for real, man. All right, so just looking at each competitor, I'm trying to make out their created players. Cannabis, so like the rapper Cannabis, oh yeah. And Michael B. Jordan, and even Adonis Creed, it's just the actor. Starting off, Cannabis is mixing in a lot of good combos. I would imagine Cannabis is Gorilla Grip. I can't see the names, but I imagine it's Gorilla Grip because Cannabis is an old-ass rapper from the 90s. So he's been around since Fight Night Round 3. Only he and I know who Cannabis is.
One thing off the bat, Gorilla Grip looks like he has excellent movement.
That he does. He's patient. He's picking his spots. He's really using that rear uppercut to the body, which I like to see. It's an underrated punch. Not a lot of people like to throw it because you had to be in close range to land it consistently. Shout out to I'm Cold Blooded in the chat. He said that man got Cannabis, creative fighter. This about to be a disaster. Low key a bar, bro. They ain't gonna catch that though. Low key a bar. I thought Michael B. Jordan was gonna have a high guard. He's got that Philly shell, man. Everybody know that Philly shell goated with the calves. And there it is, our first stun. Cannabis on the back ropes now. Patience plays a big part. There it lead uppercut to the body. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, bro.
It looks like
Oh my gosh, the action is going. David, let me ask you, are you seeing any early reads or tendencies for me?
Well, I see an action-packed fight. I see good movement from Gorilla Grip. He's on the back foot a little bit. Michael B. Jordan, or Zed, is on the front foot, pressing the action. Both getting stunned, I believe, right? But any tendencies? Not really. It looks like people are. It looks like they're both trying to figure out their strategies. It looks like still.
I ain't gonna lie, my boy Gorilla Grip, he got some mean combos, man. I like how he's stepping off center.
And these are Cannabis and Michael B. Jordan are both 80 overall.
Yes, each fighter had a limit of 80 overall on the cap, as well as the traits they can use. Now, I don't have the traits for these two fighters, but just by looking at them, I would imagine they have things like lightning hands. Those things are going to make them competitive. Ooh, nice combo by Cannabis.
Very good combo. Switching from the body to the head. Switching it up.
I like to see each fighter work their jab a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more tough for Cannabis because Michael B. Jordan does have that Philly shove. It's hard to land your jab through anything when it comes to that. That's why you see him mixing in a lot of rounded strikes, a lot of combinations, trying to disrupt Michael B. Jordan's flow a little bit. But
I think he's doing. I think so far, Gorilla Grip's doing a very good job at just falling like into his game plan, jabbing and throwing out the occasional hook and moving and just turning Zed. Maybe Zed needs to jab a little bit more, it looks like. Maybe.
Yeah, he definitely needs to work his jab a little bit more because right now we're getting into a war of attrition. And it's pretty much coming down to the first one that gasses. And we'll get a result what we saw last fight where somebody just gets flashed. I ain't gonna lie, that looked just like cannabis, bro. It's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. What you got up in the cards right now? Or you see it tied? I got 1 round apiece.
I could see 2 rounds for Gorilla Grip, really, at this point.
Yeah, definitely got that veteran acumen. He understands how to win rounds. And as you see, he's being a little more patient. A lot of single strikes. No more than 2-punch combinations. Michael B. Jordan, ZR, you got to take a step back. There we go. We got to take a step back, reset. Try to catch him coming in with the jab. He's got the reach advantage. He's got the size advantage. I don't know why he want to fight on the inside with him.
Yeah, maybe he just needs to stand still for 1 second. Just stand still and just think about it, right?
No, absolutely. I think a lot of the time fighters like Gorilla Grip, because they play these games so long, they understand pace. They understand how to get the fighter to go at their pace. And a lot of the time that's a downfall of a person if they speed it up too much. Got a nice little DC hook in there. I like to see it. There we go. There we go, Zedar. Let's take a little step back. Move a little bit. You got the whole ring.
Yep, yeah. Liking the adjustment already. Just taking a breather. There we go. Just block a little bit, and then there we go. Power jab. Okay, okay.
Nice over the top. Like Gorilla Grip. It seems like he's baiting him. If you notice, he's bringing him to the ropes each time, finding his exit strategy, and then hitting him coming out, whether that be with the power right or a check hook. Here it goes again. He's going to do it again. Check hook coming? Check hook coming? No? Okay. It's hard to find people who are comfortable on the ropes in this game. And there it is, another stun. Oh, is he going to let him live? He is. He just sent a warning shot.
Well,
just sending my boy a warning shot.
a little bit of that slight adjustment from Zed. He saw some more success there, though, even though he did get stunned at the end.
Absolutely. I got to go 2-1 for our boy Gorilla Grip. ZR, he's pushing the pace. He's keeping up with him, but I would like to see him.
I'll just go ahead. I'll go ahead and say 3-0 Gorilla Grip right now.
That's fair. I can see that as well. All right, let's see where these cards is at. Yeah, 3-0. The veteran leadership coming out on top of Gorilla Grip. It's also amazing that he could be playing these games for so long and then consistently being able to have success in each one. Games change mechanics all the time. Undisputed has some of the most unique mechanics. Of course, dealing with some of the other factors like desync, things like that. But he's impressing me, and this is my first time hearing about this guy.
Yeah. Based on his I guess you could say his character description. Fighting back since Fight Night round 3 and 4, it made me believe that this guy's probably really good, and as you can tell, he knows what he's doing in there.
Yeah, and also we got one of the captains in the chat. I'm cold-blooded. I remember him giving me an education on Fight Night round 3, and a lot of those games back then were a little bit more complex in some areas than they are today. So you could think maybe it's not really that much of an adjustment.
Yeah, very, very, very technical games. People, you'd be surprised how deep those games are.
Also want to add that this damage is on 1.5, which is a damage increase. David, what do you think that is doing to each fighter and how their strategy is going to be dictated by that?
You know, by the looks of their faces, you know, it looks like it's having an effect, but and by the amount of stuns, it looks like it's changing things. It makes stuns happen more often, but or maybe this is just an action-packed fight. I don't know. I think we'd have to test it for over a period of time to determine if it makes a big difference or not.
Yes, I've been checking out a lot of the SBA League, and they operate out of 1.5 damage. And from what I noticed, it makes you have to be a lot more careful, because any one punch can put you into that stun state or can drain that head health, which is going to dictate how you move throughout the fight defensively. I think it's a great change, and especially with these being lower rated calves, you'll see it even more come into effect. And an underrated aspect of it is the fact that when their stamina is now low, one shot can really put you down because it's going to do the adequate amount of damage just needed each time.
And this was implemented to make the game more realistic, right?
Oh, yeah. Nice uppercut by ZR. I think he's starting to figure it out a little bit more, even though I can still see the comfort level being there for Gorilla Grip. Might be taking a round off.
Might be taking a round off, or maybe he's just bored with ZR. Maybe he's just not into
Board
it.
is crazy. Board is crazy. But no. Yeah, that's what it appears to be.
I mean,
oh, is he flat? No, Zed. Oh, he's oh, nice combo by ZR.
oh yeah, flat-footed on top of that.
My boy squared up now.
Yeah, I think
my boy squared up now.
I think it's the Gorilla Grip's fight to lose at this point.
I'm gonna be real with you. You're gonna adjust some of these. There it is. Oh, damn. My boy's, yeah. It get muddy out there. But
He's just playing with his food.
Yeah, we got to make some changes here, though, because I'm not going to say what, but I did see some things towards the end of that sequence that, you know, I don't think the fighters should be doing. My personal opinion. I think some of the chat going to agree with that as well. But, some things there I ain't like to see. I ain't going to say what. Oh, well, y'all, I think y'all can figure it out. We'll work on that. Oh. That was deserved, by the way. Nice body uppercut by boy ZR. And he heard us talking. He said, hey, quit all that yapping. I'm out here scrapping. And I'm going to put that boy in the dirt. You feel me?
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
All right, quick get up by our boy Cannabis. But, hey, that gives us some life on the ZR side of things. All right, back into the action. So, David, what did you see from that sequence that led to that knockdown?
And I was having some technical difficulties there. That's why you did not hear my reaction. But from what I heard, did ZR land a knockdown on Cannabis?
Yeah, they say in the chat never count ZR out. Oh, my God. Big right overhand by Cannabis. Nice combo. Yeah, that's what we want to see. We want to see some combos, man. I don't want to see no lunging body jabs, my boy. Let's get the combo game working. Let's fight in the trenches. Right now, after that. Oh, damn. Oof. I'm not gonna lie, his combo game is insane right now. That's got to be that lightning hands perk.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So in the league, we do have several different rule sets that dictates what fighters can and can't do. For one, that lunging body jab, that can't be a thing. Holding block, that can't be a thing. We're seeing a lot of that in this fight, and the two fighters have currently been warned about this type of play style. And then you see Cannabis is up on every single card. Got to say I agree with that.
Yeah, a spectacular. Well, I would just say a very solid performance by Cannabis. He's just fighting his fight. Really, he's just fighting his fight. And he's doing it successfully. He's sticking and moving.
Boy, Gorilla Grip is living off of that lunging body jab.
Yeah,
lunging body jab merchant.
Well, the lunging body jab has been nerfed a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has some. It has been nerfed. I've noticed that a lot of times if you block it and then you land a lead hook after it, it causes a counter pretty consistently. But we shouldn't be doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got integrity in this league. We shouldn't be doing this.
Or maybe, let's give Gorilla Grip, the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's unaware of that rule.
Well, he know it now. Hey, Gorilla Grip in the chat. Hey, we ain't doing that. I will say this, though. With this being week 1, this is a good way to establish a lot more of these rules and reiterate it. And there it is with Cannabis. No lunging body jab needed. Straight right hand to the dome. Put that boy down. And this might be it for ZR.
Yeah, talking about establishing, Gorilla Grip establishing his dominance over ZR, his complete and utter show of dominance, his showing absolutely no mercy to ZR.
And
You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into.
you hate to see it, but I have to say that Gorilla Grip, unfortunately, will be suspended for a week for excessive lunging body jabs. Just the name of the game sometimes, man. We learn from it. We move on. We readjust our strategies. And I'm looking at this fight, and dude is good. His combo game is crazy. He don't even need to do it.
I completely agree.
They saying in the chat, my man said, fuck them rules. My man said, rules smooths. He said, I'm getting this dub. I'll pay the fine. Somebody saying it's muscle memory. Yeah, you play them ranked demons, anything goes. I feel it. We want to showcase quote unquote clean boxing. We want to show that we got some, some level of skill and integrity and rules. They kind of allow for those things to be showcased. So nothing too crazy, but ooh, that was beautiful. I like the double uppercut to the body. Let's check it out again. Boom, boom. Well, that was nice.
Yeah,
what do you think about that knockdown, David?
Yeah, during those knockdown sequences, the uppercuts and the power uppercuts, both to the body and to the head, they're essential to completing any knockdown, really, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. One thing I want to also mention is a lot of the time, man, some people have a play style and they may not even understand that it's not quote unquote sin because we all have different definitions of what it is. But before I move on from that, Cannabis, Gorilla Grip, he got the dub at what cost? Hey, his cost. He got out there with a win. Shout out to Gorilla Grip for putting in that work. winning every round. Impressive, to say the least. But you're gonna have to enjoy that suspension, my boy. All right. What you think about that fight, VR? Every single aspect of it. What do you think? And yeah, just overall, what's your thoughts of each competitor?
Okay, I think Gorilla Grip lived up to the description that he put for himself. I think he should be proud. I think he did very well. I think ZR. I think he fought maybe just I don't know. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to rewatch that fight and jab more, because it's possible. He can do better. He definitely can do better. But it was a good fight. It was a good fight, and Gorilla Grip should be very, very proud.
Yeah, and we've seen flashes of Gorilla Grip. His combo game is crazy. He didn't need to do the excessive body lunge jab at all. That don't even need to be in his repertoire. Dude has got a pedigree, been playing these games for what seems like I would imagine like 20 years at this point. Um, like I said, a lot of people don't realize the style he have could be problematic, but I mean, now we know we're gonna move on from it. He takes it out. Literally nothing about his game should change. Combo game is good. He's patient. He's cerebral. He knows when to pick his moments in order to get those knockdowns like he got. And as far as ZR goes, he's got the skills. He just got to understand his fighter's anatomy, using things like their reach, their height. He should have used his jab a lot more. Pretty much like you said, go back to the drawing board, and I'm sure he can get something popping next time. Shout out to ZR as well. So next fight up, we got the Grim Reaper versus Naf.
What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
A little bit of info on the Grim Reaper.
Around the world, the fighters, this is just one of those things.
Time for our
Wish I had
challenge.
some.
Up first, is Spaceman from the United
Shout out to my
States
boy
of
Naf,
America.
man.
I have it right here. I have some information on the Grim Reaper,
Up against
Oh yeah, give us a rundown.
affiliated with the UFL.
This bout is scheduled for 8
He
rounds of
plays on
boxing.
all weight
Fighting out of the
classes. Top 15 worldwide on the PS5.
Ooh.
He's the UFL PS5 World Champion as well.
Fighters. Let's see how they come out.
All right, Michael Jackson, bro. My man came out here. It was 77. We going off the wall with it. And on the right side, we got Patrick Pimblett. Is that the UFC fighter? I'm not a
It is.
huge UFC guy. All right, so Patty Pimblett, I think his name, right?
Yes.
Straight right just misses.
I want to see that Mike calf. I want to see that bell pepper nose. If he got the bell pepper nose, bro, he get the $100.
Jab not finding its target.
And just a quick side note, speaking of Patty Pimblett,
Punches after.
I would love to see him against Ilia Topuria, but that's the UFC. We're here to talk about Undisputed. Patty Pimblett against 1977 Michael Jackson off the wall.
Yeah, I'm not the one to talk UFC with. That's for the UFC guy, JMMA, JWBA.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He misses with that straight left.
So for those asking about the parameters of the calves, limits are 80 overall. 2 traits per calf.
Misses.
Right here, I can kind of see Mike Jacks. It looks like he has bomber and lightning hands.
These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best.
Him having lightning hands is kind of crazy now that I think about it, because I'm pretty sure lightning hands was banned, but every single calf submitted has it. I think outside of maybe Saurus. So we gotta follow. Like we gotta follow some rules, man. We gotta start handing out some
Well,
suspensions.
this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs.
So each character is 80 overall max, but each individual like trait is a maximum of 84. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, that sort of sounds like a character that already exists in the game by the name of Jaime Munguia, who has like 84 rated for almost everything. If you guys have taken a look at his stats.
Who's this on the left again? Is that Grim Reaper? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I like what I'm seeing from him. I like how this pace is a lot slower than the other two fights.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things.
Yeah, he's keeping his hands. He's not block gluing. Nice little feint right there. Hey, take that. Oh my God! God. Gotta take that lunging body jab out though, bro.
On display here is incredible. Has to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
I'm asking the guy in the truck, what was the rules about them southpaw animations?
We block that jab. That hook doesn't score.
Okay. So unless the character has switch hitter, you can't switch southpaw at all. Got it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that jab. Nice exchange here from
A lot slower pace going on here. I'm like the way they moving right now. Paddy Plumlee, we got to get something going. He's fighting a little more of a conservative fight. I think he's dealing with the hand speed, or trying to deal with the hand speed, but yo, I'm not gonna lie, Grim Reaper timing is on point, man. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing. Shout out to my boy Nath. My boy Nath, I know he's gonna figure it out. He's gonna get it together. If you're each fighter right now, David, what adjustments are you making, or are you even making any?
Definitely making some adjustments. If I were Nath, I would pick up the pace. I would start jabbing more. 1-2 punch combinations. Jab, hook, jab, hook. Start with the jab. If he blocks it, I jab into the body. If he blocks the body, try jabbing to the head, and then follow it up with a hook. And then just work off of that. But I don't know. It just looks like the punch speed. Michael Jackson's punch speed is just too much for Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my man's is really low-key dancing. There we go. We got something from there. Little uppercut to the body. Nice right hand, gets out of dodge. Mike Jackson, he's just controlling that middle area and that space with that jab, making it tough on him. Ooh, nice counter by Paddy.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just keep in mind, fighters, if you're watching this right now, if there is some type of discrepancy with the way your fighters are fighting, then you do have the power to appeal the fight, and it will become a no contest. Action still picking up. Oh, nice counter coming in. Oh, we got a cut on that right side of Mike Jack's face. He needs to start going to attack that.
Beautiful counter shot. Very close
But
round.
this fight is starting to look very similar to the previous fight, where Cannabis was on the back foot, would have his moments like that, where he would throw a combination and then just keep luring his opponent in. It looks like we're headed in that direction in this fight.
Yeah, he's making it real tough on him. It just seems like he's controlling that middle area. Those with his jab, he can't get in. There we see it.
And we're starting it in the exact same way as well. It's 2 rounds to 1, just like in the previous fight, Cannabis versus other fighter.
If you're Grim Reaper, I would imagine you're not making any changes, but what do you think that Nath needs to do in order to kind of close the gap here a little bit.
One punch could change anything when
I think
these two step in the ring.
he's on the back foot too much. I think he needs to start with the jab. Start with the jab.
Yeah, he need to let his hands go. Man. He need to get out of that block.
Did you see that right there? How he was just holding up his. It's okay. We need jab hook or jab straight or maybe double jab, but something. He needs to turn up the action. He's down 1 round. That's going to turn 3 rounds to 1, 4 rounds to 1 very quickly, as we all know.
Oh, nice counter by Nath. Yeah, Nath, let them hands go. Nice uppercut by Grim Reaper. Stepping off center, try to catch him with the uppercut, didn't land that time.
It looks like Nath is waiting. He's trying to react. He wants to counterpunch the Grim Reaper. But it looks like the Grim Reaper is waiting on him to throw. So it's just, they're both sort of waiting, testing the waters.
I can tell you why Nath is doing that right now. It's because the hand speed is kind of tough for him to deal with. So he's trying to beat him with timing as opposed to going band for band when it comes to the combination game. So he's keeping that high guard up, trying to bait out throws. And then once Grim Reaper comes in, he's trying to catch him either at the end of his combos or in between. But, yeah, there's a hand speed discrepancy here. Big time. I got to get that round to Gorilla Grip as well. Who you got that round? Oh, I'm sorry, not Gorilla Grip. Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. I don't know that name, man. We just got to change it, man. It's just.
Got to be hypnotized.
Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get
Part of the
out there
5th
again.
round.
Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make you fight your fight.
Oh, man, his hands is just so fast.
One thing that we don't see very often, but is always interesting to see, are feints and slips.
Yeah, absolutely. The best of the best, you'll see those left step defensive actions, you know, the ducks, the pulls, the slips, the feints. You'll see all these things. I expect to see a lot of that in tonight's main event with those two calibers of players, their styles. But that is the definite sign of someone who really got, you know, that elite knowledge of the game and are comfortable at every range, especially the most important range for me, which is the mid-range. Anytime you, oh, nice combo by Nath. So it looks like he's putting it together a little bit now, getting his timing, understanding his opponent's rhythm.
I agree, but the time is now. If he's going to turn this fight around, it begins at this very moment. There's no more time to waste. You have to win. What, there's the 6th, 7th, and 8th, but he's got to make something happen, hopefully land a knockdown, but he's got to turn up the energy, which it looks like he is.
Seen a few things I don't like, man. I've seen a few lunging body jabs, not as many as the last fight, but also I'm seeing that power left from that southpaw position. I don't know where. I gotta read the rule book again, but my personal rule book, not a punch I'm a fan of.
And I want to be optimistic, right? I want to look on the bright side. You know, and it looks like Nath is turning things around.
My boy figured out, yeah.
But it looks like that's only happening simply because Grim Reaper is letting it happen. He's just, it's very similar to the first fight, but Nath is having much more success than
yeah, Grim Reaper is using the round limit to his advantage as he should. He's letting his hands go, which is always going to be favorable in this game. Maybe mad at his strategy, but I am liking what I'm seeing from Nath still. He's being patient. Like someone in the chat said, speed beats power, time and beats speed.
I agree. He is being patient, but it's not the 2nd or 3rd round, Nath. It's the 6th, and I think you're sort of getting outboxed, so we need more aggression.
Oh, nice double jab. I like that. From Grim Reaper. Oh, nice way to step off center and then land at a rear uppercut. That's money if you know where you want to be at for that punch. Yeah.
close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard now.
All right, and it looks like Nath might be suspended for.
They both want a knockout, you can tell.
Yeah. It looks like Nath might be suspended for a week for constantly blocking.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, you know, we want to make it. The league wants to make it very clear that these rules will be enforced, and it's only to protect integrity of the game, really. It's to keep things clean, to keep things fair, to keep things fun for the most part.
Interesting. Okay. Man, hate to see it.
After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance without
Honestly, if I had to give my, if I can, I'm gonna give my opinion on that one. Scorecards is tied up right now. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought that Good Reaper had this one at least by a round or two. But my thoughts on that, as far as him being banned for quote unquote, I guess it's called gorilla blocking or glue blocking. Like I said, man, I think I can really grip my mind, bro. Anyways, man, to me, I mean, how do you replicate a high guard in the game? You know, he's trying to bait him to throw punches at his guard, and that's what I see.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate.
Yeah, if anything, I think it should be under review and it should be a warning, which from what I'm getting is that's exactly what it is.
Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Don't think he should necessarily. I mean, right here he's kind of holding it a lot, but to me it looks like he's trying to bait him to throw so he can time him because his hand speed is just off the charts. His reach is also, you know, is not there either. So you want to be able to get in close to your opponent, and you got to come in there with your high guard, your block up. So it's just kind of how I see it. Don't agree with that with a ban. Hopefully it's just a warning for now, which I believe it is from what I'm getting.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You gotta hope they run out of steam.
When are we gonna see a jab from these two?
Picking it up a little bit more.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Okay, and so
Decent
we want to clarify this rule about constantly blocking. It looks like it's not the fact that he's constantly blocking. It's the fact that he's constantly blocking from a distance and not engaging. That's where the issue lies.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
I see. Okay.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt
But as we said,
about who won that
this
last
is
round.
just a warning,
Let's see what he has for us
not
here in the next round.
no suspension has been put in effect, but just a warning because we want to keep this fight, and we want to keep the fights clean. We want to keep the league clean and fun and regulated.
I can actually get some clarity on this from the voice in the truck. When did this no hold of the block become a thing? Like, how does that affect the game?
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Punch, counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You'd like to see more jabs.
Okay, so sorry about the delay there. I just had to get some clarity on the rules for the quote-unquote holding the block. They're in the rule book within the Discord, and it is said that it is hard to police. That's why it is just a warning, but it's something we're going to have to review after the fight, check it out a little bit more, and make a determination. This is very new to me. And also, Grim Reaper, if you look, he's in the Philly shell. He's quote-unquote technically holding block as well. So something we got to look at and kind of determine and make a tweak to these rules, because as of right now, you know, it's week 1 and we have to iron these things out. But shout out to Gorilla Grip. No, that's a suspension, bro, for that lunge and body jab. We ain't coming up off of that one. I'm sorry, my man. But shout out to Grim Reaper for that dub, man. What did you think about that fight, David? I actually I thought dude was in there cooking low key.
I think it was a good fight. I think Grim Reaper's a good fighter. I would like to see him actually against Gorilla Grip. That would be a good fight.
That would be a great fight, actually. Yeah, now that you mentioned the combos was just going crazy, man. Somebody in the chat said cold-blooded in the chat cutting up, man. Shout out to cold-blooded. I'm told that I can give my honest thoughts, man. What I'm saying, man, motherfuckers in there holding block. Going crazy with the right trigger, man. We ain't doing that. Ain't no way, man. This is me breaking commentary mode. No more, hey, welcome everyone to the crowd. Like, no, this is West talking, man. No holding block. That shit look ridiculous. That shit looks stupid. If y'all want to know what it really looks like and what y'all really need to be doing, go over to I'm Cold Blooded channel and look at the UBL league or SBL league and see how they doing things. That shit is poetry in motion. That shit is beautiful. Let me correct that. It's SBA league. They was going crazy in there. If y'all want to see what the expectations are exactly. But like I said, fairness to you all, there is a rule book, and that does need to be refined in order for you all to understand what the rules are exactly. So we will be working on that. And if there's any confusion, apologies. But there's certain things that you all should know already that you should not be doing in these fights. All right. But moving on, man. We got our next fight up, that being none other than Sora and the Sweet Scientist 214. And if I'm not mistaken, that is our man formerly known as Smoking Joe. So when we talk about Smoking Joe, someone who I am familiar with, or the Mad Sweet Scientist, he has league affiliations with the SBA league that I just mentioned, as well as ESBL. His main weight class is heavyweight. He is an SBA admin, meaning he understands how these leagues work. So we are expecting to see that from his fight going forward. When he was asked why a creator should draft you, he says, I bring 100% pure simulation boxing, win, lose, or draw. I keep it real. I keep it raw. I keep it authentic. And you can't spell bars without putting an arse in it. And then next up after that, we have Sora, who is his competitor. Now, Sora is not someone I'm familiar with, but the tail of the tape on him is he has league affiliations with UFL, ESBL, and BBK. He is a current ESBL champion. He is the current UFL champion. He is a two-time, let me repeat it, a two-time BBL champion. And he's a two-time BBK champion. And these league names is crazy, bro. They got so many leagues out here, man. These guys really out here putting in work moving, man. You got like 6-time goddamn IBF interim lineal champion of the BBW league, bro. It's just so many leagues going on. I can't keep up with it, bro. But anyways, when he was asked why a creator should draft you, he says, I'm passionate and well respected as one of the top players. I'm always ready to showcase skills in elite competition and compete with anyone. Well, we gonna see. We're going to see what we get into, man. I'm actually pretty excited about this one. What are you looking for, David, in this fight?
This sounds like a very, very good matchup. It looks like a lot of people know about Smoking Joe, a.k.a. Mad Sweet Scientist. And I've also heard a lot of good things about Sora. And he is the current ESBL and the current UFL champion. So I think it sounds like Sora might be the favorite in this fight. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is a great co-main, man. You can even see, look at the tempo they're fighting at already. Changing it up from what we've seen early on. You're going to start to see a lot more of the experience coming to play with this matchup as well as the main event. You see the feint work. I mentioned this before. You see more left stick actions. You see more feints. You see more patience. You see more thought. And the creative characters we got is Sora is using Mike Tyson, and Smoking Joe is using Floyd Schofield. Bit of an odd matchup, but we're gonna make some shape.
Oh, this is an 80 overall, Mike Tyson.
Oh, so this is the Mike Tyson that bites his gloves. That's Mike Tyson after he just got out of prison with the beard. I like the patience I'm seeing from Sora. He's just trying to find his range right now. Ooh, nice combination right there. Gets out of dodge with the straight punch.
It
Stepping
looks
off
like
center line.
To me, right off the bat, it looks like Sora's he's got Smoking Joe confused.
Ooh, nice counter. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time for them to figure each other out. Nice slip into the hook by Smoking Joe.
No, I can tell just off the bat. It looks like Sora's in a different league. I'm telling you right now. I'm making that prediction right now.
Oh, that's a bold prediction. That's a bold prediction.
I'm calling it right now. Sora's winning this fight.
Sora gonna have to come off that block a little bit though. I don't even. Ooh, nice duck into the counter left. It's crazy because Floyd Schofield, his creative character looked more like Errol Spence.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it sort of does look like Errol Spence, and it even looks like some gloves and shorts that Errol Spence has worn before.
Yeah, Sora, man, we're gonna have to come off of that block, player. If you look at, you can see the difference here. So look at Sora when they're in close range like that, and look at Smoking Joe. Where's Smoking Joe block at? You see his hands down? Where's his block at? When he gets close in, he puts it up. He leans forward into him, similar to what you'll see from any inside fighter. That's also why he's getting caught a little bit more, because he's not just coming in with that block up constantly. He's not even, Sora's dipping in and out. He's not even pressuring with it. But just my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. They said I could be honest. How you feeling about that? What are you seeing?
You know, now that you mention it, and now that if that's actually against the rules, you know, it looks like it's a violation.
It is still early in the fight, so we gotta see how it plays out. Ooh, pushes him to the ropes. I like it. Trying to, oh, nice counter. I saw her. I can see the wheels turning in Smoking Joe, Sweet Scientist. I can see him turning up there, but he's having a hard time getting through that impenetrable block.
Well,
oh, nice power straight.
Round 1 and round 2 are vastly different.
Yeah, I'm be real. I got 2-0. I got it 1-1. Tied up. I'll give that one to Smoking Joe.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I got a 2-0 Sora all the way.
I don't know how Sora is how he can even see the fight. I mean, I understand Mike Tyson do the peekaboo, but my man is not even peeking. Combo game is dirty, and that's what I'm saying, man. These guys, they don't need to hold this block. They don't need to do a lunging body jab. They're gifted as it is. Ooh, nice counter.
You know, just a quick little tip. Maybe Smoking Joe could snap a quick little 1-2 to the body as Sora approaches him with that high guard, right? Just snap a little quick 1-2.
Yeah, definitely needs to start going to the body a little bit more, but and then you see the feints he's trying to use to open up. So he's probably noticing this through at the same time that we're noticing it, right? But I mean, he's a champ and he's fighting through it. He's trying to feint him, trying to open him up. He's having trouble doing it. But I commend the effort.
I think a little jab to the body would help. Even that little uppercut to the body. Make him start blocking to the body. A little jab to the body would change things up, I think.
There it is, re-entering. Like I said before, I do like Sora's combo game, though. And his timing is really good.
He waited so long right there, that little moment, Sora.
Yeah, he's dictating the pace right now.
Yeah.
Stepping off center. Responsible with every single time he punch, he has an exit strategy. So I'm seeing some good things.
Oh man, I'm liking the use of the straight from Sora. Look at that straight to the face is money.
Come on, do you want to win this round? I need to go back out there to win this round. Get
See
your
my
mind
man
right.
coming up out of who's this is one thing I need to look at. Who is 10, yeah, you're right. So every round so far gone to Sora, but who are the team captains for each one? Let me look at my roster here. So we have, this is one thing I failed to mention for some of the other fights, so I apologize for that, but this is God Squad, and his captain is Prioxis, and co-captain is Marvelous. So y'all gonna have to get y'all boy right. And of course, Sweet Scientist is under the tutelage of I'm Cold Blooded and UK's finest. It's Mega. Oh, and there we go. We got our first sign of action. Can you break that down for me, David? I wasn't looking at the screen during that.
I can break it down for you. Just a lucky punch from Floyd Schofield. Sora has this under control.
Y'all, they tripping in the chat, man. My man says someone got to send Sora a controller without an R2 button. Hey, while you bullshitting, hey, that's actually a good way to practice it. Just take the R2 button off of your controller. It's gonna force you to use some left stick actions. It's gonna force you to use your feet. But we're not gonna ignore all the good things he's doing. His combo game is dirty. He knows what punches he want to throw. He's throwing combinations that make sense. His timing is really good. He's stepping off center line. He's using his feet. So there's plenty of good I'm seeing from my mans. And he's winning the fight. And some people would say, hey, that's all that matters. There we go, stepping out of range by the Mad Sweet Scientist, aka Smoking Joe. I gotta go 4-0 right now for Sora. How you got it?
Yeah, I have it 4-0 as well, but I was seeing a little bit of success there for Smoking Joe at the end there. I was, but I don't know. I think just like the other fights, around the 5th, around the 6th, they start to turn up. But I think it's just a little too late for Smoking Joe, unless he can not land a knockdown in this round and turn it around completely. But I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
And
So I gotta really yeah, I'm sorry, David. You go ahead, man. You go ahead, David.
Just wanted to build off of that point that I just said about how I think at this point, Smoking Joe has a chance to win this fight. Combi Box tells us it's 3-0, but he has a chance to win this fight if he lands a knockdown in this round. And on top of that, he did stun. Oh, as he gets stunned, he did stun Sora in the last round. Maybe they gave him the 4th. You know how this game is. You get a stun, that means you win everything. So
yeah, that is true. Yeah, I think it's gonna be another fight that's going to be under review when it comes to you know.
And on top of that, he's flat-footed, so it's not looking good. It's not looking good for
It's not
Smoking Joe.
looking good for my man Smoking Joe. But I think this fight is gonna have to be under review. But like I mentioned before, all the things I laid out for Sora definitely has skills, man. Just wish I could see him, not come out of the corner with his block up.
But I think these are very minor things that can be ironed out for Sora and for anybody that has been violating any of the rules. I think that maybe it's just a matter of going over them and just enforcing them, and people will
Yeah.
learn.
What I would like to
Your
see
thoughts?
is, that block go up in order to catch a punch as opposed to shield a combo. Now, granted, there are some fighters that fight like this in real life. You'll see like a Pitbull Cruise. They'll hold a high guard up as they just walk mindlessly forward in order to, get that pressure going, especially fighters who are short with shorter reach. You'll also see, I mean, if someone throws a lot of combination punches, you're going to use a high guard block because you can't sit there and parry or catch each single punch in a 4 or 5 punch combination. But my man Smoking Joe, he's throwing 1-2s or single strikes, and my man got his block up, man. It's just unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Be- And he goes down. Ah, man. He gets up. Cool. But if I'm staying on the topic as far as sim wise, my man Sora and his fighting and great sportsmanship by both fighters right there, by the way. But if I'm staying on the topic as far as sim wise, of course, like I mentioned before, everyone has a different definition of what sim is, and you can clearly see the makings that this person he can play that way. Because outside of his block, everything else is pretty much on point, except for that lead power body uppercut. But that's my own personal bias. So I'm not gonna let that bring that into the mix, man. But like I said before, he's good at moving off center. He picks his punches and his combinations that make sense. Um, I just want to see him kind of, you know, uh, let go of that block a little bit. It's not an
I
online
agree.
ranked game. You feel me? Like this is supposed to be a high quality sim league. Everyone on their resume, they talk sim, sim, sim. I've been in this league. I've been in that league. They making their leagues that they've been in look bad, and they're also making their captains look worse. So y'all need to tune them up and get them right. As you can see, you have Smoking Joe here, who is a a prodigy out of the technicians, and it's in the name, the technicians. That's what they pride themselves on. So great performance by both fighters under the circumstances. This fight will be under review, but I think both are still gifted, and it's unfortunate.
You know, I think he is blocking quite a bit. Um, and it looks like he's got the fundamentals down. Combinations, even the movement, right? But I think him resolving this blocking, I think he's capable of doing it.
Oh, I
As
think
he
that's
as he
it
knocks
for the
down
fight,
Smoking
man.
Joe.
Smoking Joe. I think that's it, man. Unless he's mastered the mini game. But you'll see this from a lot of good players. They're actually not really good at this mini game because they're not used to being down that often. And great effort. Winner goes to Sora. How do you feel about that one? Um, David, how do you feel about each fighter in this one? I know you haven't hearkened too much on, the issues with the fight. You've been looking at more of the positive. What do you got to say?
I think it's a good fight, good victory for Sora. He needs to stop blocking as much if he doesn't already know. I think that he can resolve this easily. I think it would be a great matchup between him versus Grim Reaper or Gorilla Grip. Either one of those would be an excellent fight.
Yeah, great effort by each fighter. But with that being said, we can now move on to tonight's, well, I should say this afternoon. It's early morning for me, but to today's main event, that being between none other than your boy iAztec and BlackRob. So if I was to go into each one's tale of the tape, we'll start with BlackRob. And with him, he is, sorry about that, guys. I got a lot of info here. But anyways, he has league affiliations with the UFL. His weight class is any. It doesn't matter who it is, rain, sleet, or snow. He ready to throw down. He created JJB. Once again, I believe that's another league. Current RBC champion, season 1 UFL HW champion, current OPP champion. Like, nah, that's not a league, but All these leagues just kind of throw me off. And when he was asked, why should a creator draft you? He says, I'm one of the best on PC. He said he's solid on PS5, not his thing, but you know, he said he can get it in there too. Extremely versatile, hype generator, and a team player. People tune in whenever he fight. And BlackRob, we are tuned in right now, and hopefully you put on a show. And as far as Aztec goes, you haven't pulled up by chance, David?
Um, at BlackRob or iAztec.
Yeah, iAztec. Just looking at a little bit of the chat, he says this is Mortal Kombat.
And it looks like iAztec primarily plays on PS5. Preferably plays in middleweight and below. And some of his achievements, only beating top players with no power and no ease. So
We gonna see. We gonna see. I will say this: we haven't had many issues of you know, the calls and things like that being gassed to the gills. I think that's because of the stipulation that was put on them. It didn't really allow it too much.
But one last thing. When asked why should a creator draft you, he says, my unique, no power, no cheese approach is proven against top competition. I'm expecting a lot from iAztec.
I'm expecting a lot from both fighters as well. And of course, we have BlackRob. I'm sorry about that. All right, so BlackRob, he is representing the Soldiers. The captain of that team is iGame You Watch. Their co-captain is Crooks the Great. And of course, with who we got? Sorry about that. Let me find every single fighter. I asked that. Okay, he's been moved a little bit. Okay, so he is part of the prize fighters and the captain, last season's champion, Box Eye Views, and his co-captain. Is this still the same Pride fighter? Co-captain? Guy in the truck? Okay, that's still the same. Pride fighter is co-captain. I'm looking at the teams, man. Prize fighters low-key kind of stacked. No boys low-key kind of stacked. Highlight. So let's look at the calls we got here, David. We got Teflon Don, 45-47, the President of the United States, my boss, if you all don't know, as well as we have none other than the Marathon Continues, Nipsey Hussle. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think Nipsey Hussle's call is the one that's probably going to win, in my opinion, if I had a vote. The player model looks great. And then also the theme, the Crip Blue shorts. Like, it looks good. These are the two best calls I think we've seen tonight. What do you think?
I agree. Crip Blue shorts do look good. Shout out Crip Mac. And this fight actually is pretty good. I'm liking the change of levels, the level changing from iAztec, jabbing up top, jabbing down below, following up with a hooker straight. Overwhelming, maybe not overwhelming, but maybe catching BlackRob a little bit off guard, but not really, because BlackRob is throwing many counters and landing them. So far it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. One thing I want to highlight is BlackRob's Teflon Don. If you look at the stance he has, you see how he keeps that lead hand forward because of the idle animation. Look for him to use that space to occupy that mid range and use that space for his jab a lot. Little things like that matter in the game, if you know what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So after that first round, who you got? I'm gonna go with Teflon Don. I think it's 1-0.
Teflon Don, I disagree.
Ooh.
I can see it for Teflon. I can see it for BlackRob because he was landing many counters. But I'm gonna say Nipsey Hussle, just because I think he had better control of the fight.
I feel it. That's funny. Somebody said that BlackRob created character look like Johnny Bravo. Bro. They say he look like Zach Morris, bro. They out here cooking him. So looking at iAztec, man, we gotta read on some of his stats, bro. His power punching is only at a 10, man. Don't it? And I don't mean like out of 10. I mean like 10, like rating 10 out of like 99. So don't, he in here just a point fight. He ain't trying to get nobody up out of here.
Wow. That makes me believe iAztec can win it all. Or, well, I mean, can win this fight, I should say. But 10 power,
Already we're
unheard
seeing
of.
a change in the players and how they fight. You're not seeing that block nearly as much. You're seeing them try to catch with it a little bit more. Tap, 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 tap. You're seeing them use the left stick animations. You're seeing a little bit more of them trying to play a little bit more cerebral, timing one another. It's a main event for a reason.
And going back on the blocking subject, holding block versus catching a punch, right? Tapping block or pressing it as soon as a punch is thrown, or as soon as it makes contact with you, right? Timing it correctly.
Yeah.
Catching the block is better, right, than already blocking and then it just hitting your gloves, from what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, for the sake of the game, it doesn't give you that advantage of just holding it, because you got to also understand that the game is also scored with blocks. Those are also things that matter on the scorecard. So if someone is quote unquote holding the block, they're racking up those totals when it comes to blocks as well. And if it's a close round, that's going to swing it. So it's not just because it's not aesthetically pleasing or things like that. It has like a score function as well to it. Why it's not something you want to do too often.
Which maybe could be something that should be changed. Maybe the amount of blocks shouldn't be rated the same as landing a jab or a hook, right? Or maybe it should be. I don't know.
Yeah. In that aspect, I'm not sure exactly how much it's weighted. Oh, nice combination by BlackRob. Ooh, sets off center, lands a lead hook, but not sure how much it's weighted when it comes to scorecards, but it is there, so it is something you got to pay attention to.
And this seems like a pretty even fight so far. I don't see anybody really pulling away or having their way yet. It seems like there's still.
I'll be real with you. iTest is, to me, is saying BlackRob as well as this. I think the game is giving it to him as well. Even though Aztec is starting to figure it out a little bit more, using that lead hand of his, using that range.
Anybody really pulling away or having their way yet? It seems like there's still.
I'll be real with you. iTest is, to me, is saying BlackRob as well as this. I think the game is giving it to him as well. Even though Aztec is starting to figure it out a little bit more, using that lead hand of his, using that range. All right, end of that round. What are you thinking, David? How you scoring it so far?
Maybe 2-1, 2-1 iAztec. I'm gonna go 2-1 iAztec.
2-1 iAztec. Okay. Hey, 2-1 BlackRob. Okay, that's kind of where I had it at. Actually, I kind of had it 3-0, but I thought that he was doing a lot of good work with his combinations. And like I said, eye test for me, he was stepping off center quite often, being defensively responsible. Every time he throws a punch, he has a defensive action to follow. Every time he throws a punch, he has a way to exit out of the booth. So I was really impressed from what I was seeing from BlackRob. So chat, if y'all look down in, there should be a poll for you all to vote of who has the best call, or calf, I should say. Call. I'll be playing a lot of WWE, so. But the best calf, if you look down in the chat, make sure you cast your votes. The winner, I believe, it's a prize pool of $100, so that's nice. I mean, think about all the things you can buy with $100, man. You can get 100 cheeseburgers, you can get a a pack of Black and Miles and a bottle of OE, and still have some change left over. So Make sure y'all hook them up. Make sure y'all cast y'all votes, and we gonna make something shake. See if I can get my stream back. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back in action. David, I was out of commission for a second. I didn't have a stream up. Oh, and I come back to somebody getting flatline. Is that Nipsey Hussle?
Yep.
Oof. I'm sorry, I missed the action. What led up to that? Was he just get, it looked like he caught him slipping. It looked like, look, he caught him and then hit him with a right hand.
It looks like iAztec is trying to, I don't know, he's just trying to run over BlackRob. Maybe that was a case of running out of stamina and getting punched, but I don't know. It's not
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm just laughing at the
chat.
chat. Shout out to Pryoxis in the chat. Said OE. Who uncle ass drinking that? Hilarious, hilarious. If it ain't wine, it ain't mine. Shout out to the bucket. I'm just saying, man. I don't know. We got people from all over, man. You know, we got some all age groups. I ain't been in the streets like that, so I heard it in a movie, bro. So that's where I got that from. Listening to the corner right there, it looks like, yeah, they wanted to do more, but Teflon Don, aka BlackRob, clearly won that last round. And now you see him switching his strategy up, that being BlackRob, using a little bit more of his jab, maybe trying to frustrate his opponent. Ooh, when he tries to get out of there with the rear hook, but Nipsey was ready for it. And Aztec lands a counter punch on the retreat. I know that when I play this game, that's something that happens to me a lot, and I think it's because they shortened the hooks. Definitely changed a lot of the game and how it's played now. You can't just use the long-ranging hooks in order to get out of the way or use them as substitutes as jabs. Got to actually find your distance and take a chance when you throw a hook now. So I like that. What do you think about that change, David? You liking that?
Yeah, I think overall, I don't know. I think combinations seem to chain a little bit more smoothly, like it actually chains together. And you know, I'm just taking a look at the fight. Pretty even round as Donald Trump gets caught in the right eyebrow, right above the right eye. I don't know. It looks like Nipsey's really iAztec is he's trying. He's trying, but I don't know. BlackRob has good movement. His side steps are pretty good, and he follows up with those hooks and sometimes counter jabs. And
yeah, you can tell BlackRob. If you looking at him, he's stepping off constantly, off center, off angle. Not even with just the pivot off the left stick. He's actually moving to Nipsey Hussle or Aztec's lead hand, trying to get him off angle, open him up for some more counters. So definitely a better quality fight right here, higher quality fight, main event for a reason, like I said before. And I'm appreciating what I'm seeing right now for both.
I think that last round could go maybe BlackRob.
Yeah, that's a toss-up, but I actually gotta give it to BlackRob that last round as well. Even though Aztec, I think he's utilizing the fact that this fight is not 8 rounds like the other fights. This one's 10 rounds. But this is the time to turn up. We're over halfway through the fight. Oh, nice evasion by Aztec. Steps off center, using some more pivots, and he gets caught coming in. That's tough. Oh, man, he was putting it together, too. Shout out to BlackRob right there. That's beautiful, man. Steps off, lands the lead hook into the power straight, man. Whew. Oh, he hitting him while he's out on his feet, and he's still hitting him, man. That was nice. I'm not going to lie. Beautiful sequence.
It still might not be over, though. I think if iAztec could land a knockdown, but first he has to string together a few combos, and, you know, I think he can turn things around if he locks in. But
yeah, Aztec is a dog, man. He's got that prize fighter pride. Them boys don't play about it. Nice slip by Aztec.
Something happened, but I don't know. BlackRob seems a little too skilled.
Yeah, it's also a stylistic matchup that could be an issue too. You don't see players like BlackRob using these pivots a whole lot. This is something that's kind of rare in the community, something that people just now started to incorporate more in their game. I know that when I was playing the game frequently, it wasn't really a thing. People weren't really doing it, and I'm seeing it more and more, and people are really getting good at it, and I think he's mastered it. Aztec just has to take a little step back, start feigning him to make him do a defensive action and catching him at the end of it, which he was doing earlier in the rounds, and it was working for him. Nice check hook by Aztec. Ooh. Nice counter at close quarters. Oh, there it is, a combo game. Oh, my boy mixing it up. Oh, my God. One thing. Oh, another one. Oh. He's got him on the ropes. Boom. Yeah, he got out of there. That one got tough, man. Y'all look at BlackRob's stance. He's got that hear ye old school stance. And there it is, 58-54. That's about right. What do you think, David?
I still believe in iAztec. I think if he plays his cards right from this point forward, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's 4 rounds. If he gets 4 clean rounds where he just outboxes BlackRob, it's possible. And on top of that, if he lands a knockdown, it's possible, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is a nice fight, man. I'm really enjoying this one. This is what we were looking for. If y'all want a blueprint of what we're looking for here at the Crown League, this is a perfect example of it right here. Oh my God, that boy is just filthy with them combos. Oh, and iAztec goes down again, man. Yeah, it seems like BlackRob, he just got the combination to the safe right now, man.
Yeah, I think that's all she wrote for iAztec.
You got to remember, man, he's part of the prize fighters, man. They always going to get up. Shout out to the prize fighters, man. And shout out to the soldiers, man. They put together quite the team I'm seeing. So David, after Aztec has been knocked down as many times, what do you think he has to do to make a comeback? Because we know it's possible, but what do you see he has to do?
He has to go forward. He has no other choice at this point. He has to be on the front foot. He has to fight and outbox BlackRob. He has to. And if he, I think it's possible. I think it's possible, but he has to make it happen. You know, easier said than done. Get at least 1 knockdown, win 8, 9, and 10.
I'm not gonna hold you, yeah.
All order, you know.
I'm not gonna hold you. My boy Aztec is flat-footed right now, man. My boy BlackRob is just cooking right now, man.
I mean, he's not too far from being flat-footed himself.
Yeah, the thing is, early on, BlackRob established that his head movement's really good. So whenever you have a fighter that's defensively responsible, great head movement, you want to go to their body because he's not able to move his body as much. He would have to use his feet for that. Just something to learn from. You know.
Yeah, but if just one thing has to be very clear to iAztec. Go, go, go. If you get knocked down again, it doesn't matter. You weren't going to win anyway. You have to win. I mean, you have to fight to win.
Yeah, he has to put his foot on the pedal here, man. At this point, you can't be afraid to get knocked down again. Yeah, it's probably the fight, but you also got to recognize that Teflon Don is out there cooking. He's using a lot of stamina. Maybe you can get something up off him. You never know. He's in his bag now, man. He's in loose movement. He's moving around the ring. Yeah, he's going for the kill right now. BlackRob is looking to end it early.
One last thing. Number 1, go, go, go for iAztec. Number 2, never underestimate the power of Undisputed flash knockout.
Hacks. I was playing today first time in a long time, man. I was getting absolutely destroyed, man. I landed a flash knockdown. I act like I just won the world title. So win is a win at the end of the day, man. Don't be ashamed. Go ahead and go for it. It's a mechanic in the game, that being that flash knockout. You spin your stem, you can get put down at any time. He's throwing the right punches, man. Good uppercut to the body by iAztec.
And as the story of every fight changes as they go on, the story for this fight now, iAztec has to attack the right eye of BlackRob. You got to knock this guy out or get a doctor stoppage.
Yeah, that's not a bad point. I didn't even think about the cut that was on his right eye. But that's the thing, man. He's stepping off center which is crazy because he's stepping off center to iAztec's power hand. So he's not really going to be there at time for his eye to get cut. And he's so confident in his defense, that being BlackRob, that he can land those counters, man. He's almost kind of inviting it to a certain degree. But it's a tough fight right now for Aztec, being in flat-footed movement. He's got to dig real deep.
He's got to dig really deep. But that's not asking a lot from somebody from the prize fighters, right? But as he gets stunned for the fifth time at this point.
Yeah, he's staying patient. He understands he was in heavy waters right there, but he didn't let it affect him too much.
Still coming forward. Still jabbing. It's possible. Flash knockout is possible, but we'll have to
Shout
wait
out to the chat. Helix Replay says, Nipsey, you got to pull that blick out at this point, bro. I ain't mad at it, bro. I mean, we got Teflon Don in there, man. He take one to the dome, bro, and he just get up.
Oh, no. Very, very, very good fight. As BlackRob enters the flat-footed state.
Yep, and he's flat-footed. This is the time, man. This is the time. I'm sorry if the commentary seems a little bit biased. I just like the underdogs at time, man. You know, I gave BlackRob his credit. He's looking phenomenal. He's a great fighter, best fighter we probably seen tonight. But you know, I like to see a guy dig deep and kind of come out on top. No Diddy.
Yeah, I agree. Very good fight from both fighters, but I don't know who the favorite was in this fight. But both of them showcased their skills.
Yeah,
looks like both of them are going to make it out alive.
Yeah, this is my first introduction to BlackRob, and I'm very impressed by what I'm seeing. And let me look at his credentials again. Let me see. Yeah, BlackRob. He says he's a multi-league champion, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah. And also, one thing I failed to mention is these fighters were tiered prior to the fight. And we had BlackRob. He was in the A tier. Of course, it goes up to S, but we had BlackRob in the A tier. And we had iAztec. He was tiered. Sorry about that. One moment. He was tiered to the B tier. So he was definitely the underdog coming into this fight.
It looks like he's getting knocked out.
Yeah, that might be it. Oh, he hit him in the sternum, man. Y'all know Nipsey Hussle ain't nothing but skin and bones, man. He got a sternum knockout, bro. I think he's getting up, man. I think he's going to go out on his sword. There it is. That's what we like to see, man. Never give up. Keep trying. Learn from our losses. We learn from our defeats. They're all learning opportunities. And now you got the fight film. I think Teflon Don, I think he's being a little more passive. And he's just, you know, he's trying to close it out here strong. This is 100%, in my opinion, fight of the night. What do you think, David?
It's a good fight. It's a very good fight. It's a close fight. It's a competitive fight, but this is not fight of the night.
Ooh, what do you guys fight tonight so far? Oh my God, is that?
Oh my gosh.
No way. Okay, I think that's a regular knockdown. So okay, he got his get back. I ain't mad at it. Got his get back at the end. Yeah, man. You was playing with fire right there, BlackRob. He was playing with fire, man. I would have been. You would have talked about holding the block. I would have got to running. But that is our winner of our main event, none other than Teflon Don, BlackRob. What a great showing by him on this afternoon, man. I was thoroughly impressed. And he's representing the soldiers, and that's how they do over there, I guess. And we're gonna be seeing more of them in the weeks to come. What do you think of the fight, David? You said it wasn't fight tonight. What did you have ping this fight tonight?
I think Michael Jackson versus what was it again? Michael Jackson. I forgot who it
Yeah, it
was.
was it was
I think it was the Sora fight.
okay. The Sora fight?
I think it was the Sora fight. I
Oh,
think
this
that was a good fight. The I don't know, that one was a good fight. I don't know, many good fights. The Michael Jackson fight was good too, but
for sure.
many good fights, and everybody showcased their skills. But I think, I just think three fighters definitely proved themselves to be in a different league than the rest.
Who do you think was the most impressive? Who had the most impressive performance tonight?
I think Gorilla Grip was good.
Gorilla Grip? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting take. Even with the lunging jab, the lunging jabs, you thought my
I, I
man was
think
cooking?
I think the lunging jabs, I think he can remove them, and I think he would be just as successful.
Okay, that
Really,
is a fair
he
point.
looked
Yeah,
he looked good.
that's a very fair point. If I had to choose, I gotta give it to my boy Black Rob. That was a masterclass. Like the little minute things, the fact that he's defensively responsible after each punch. He always has an exit strategy. His combinations made sense. He didn't take any chances and was able to understand how to win rounds. And he did it beautifully by outboxing his opponent. And it was no slouch. Shout out to his opponent. And iAztec representing the Pride Fighters. That was actually a very tough first matchup. But I got to go with Gorilla Girl. I'm sorry, Black Rob. I was thoroughly impressed with him. Also, one thing I want to ask you as well. What do you want to see going forward in the league? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see cleaned up, perhaps?
I think I want to see. These were some really, this is tough because this is like nitpicking at this point, because these
Yeah,
were some pretty good fights. These were some pretty good fights, even though some rules were broken, whether or not they were doing them, on purpose, but breaking them on purpose. But I think more. I don't know. These fights were action packed. I really can't ask of anything other than fighting cleanly. Not blocking all the time. But it was a really good fights, and I just want to reiterate. I think Gorilla Grip was impressive. But everybody was pretty good, but I think Gorilla Grip was good. Sora was good. Grim Reaper was also good, even though he was the one that was blocking, I believe. Um, but I think, yeah, they were all good fights. Shout out to Gorilla Grip, though.
yeah. Shout out to them. Man. I appreciate you giving them their credit because even though we pointed out the flaws and the quote unquote broken rules from each fighter, there was actually more good from each one than bad. But of course, we're always going to focus on the quote unquote broken rules. But those will be under review. We'll get into it more and we'll go from there. Also, I'm getting word. Let me see here. One second. Oh, also, I want to say this before we sign off. It wasn't a total loss for my boy iAztec. He wins the $100 prize pot for the best calf this week. That being his Nipsey Hustle. Perfect design, looked just like Nipsey. He even played into the theme of Nipsey, being quote unquote gang affiliated, and he put on the Crip shorts for him. Great design. Was that your favorite call tonight, or did you have another preference, David?
I think it was pretty good. It really did look like an Nipsey. And even the shorts, they looked cool. So he definitely deserves the $100.
I can't agree more. Also, last thing I want to do before we go is, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. I see a few more names in here. I'm gonna give some shout outs here. Shout out to I'm Cold Blooded, of course. Shout out to Blaze, Pound for Pound. Shout out to Time Bucket. Shout out to Marv, one of the team captains here as well. Shout out to Prioxis, man. Shout out to the season 1 champ, that being none other than Box Eyes Views. I appreciate everybody for coming and joining us for the week 1. We're going to go over some things, look at some of the rules, and iron some things out, making sure you get the best experience possible. But everyone was great. The fighters, all of you worked very hard, and I appreciate all your efforts and your showcases on tonight. I'm out. If David, you have anything else you want to leave the people with, I'm good on it.
Just wanted to say, I hope everyone enjoyed the fights. They were great. Shout out to everyone. Happy holidays, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Facts. And one last thing, if anyone has any questions going forward from here, just make sure y'all be active in the Discord, and we'll get them things popping for you, all right? But anyways, it's the ONEG It's your boy Wes. And David, you want to sign off?
Yeah, it's David signing off. It was a pleasure, along with Wes and Jay, and from everyone. Just have a great day.